guys. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Now we do sound check. Tell me if the sound is fine. Tell me the sound is fine, guys. Is the sound fine? Okay, because I'm using a new audio today. I just purchased, and surprisingly, one day it arrived yesterday. Good morning. Now we do sound check. Tell me if the sound is fine. Because I'm using a Okay, guys. Okay, yeah. So thank you very much for joining us today. Part 4, Module 4 of Prana while healing basic workshop. Okay. Thank you very much. Now, again, I'm coming now. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to start now. Yesterday, we talked about cause of disease, the types of disease that we can get and how we can get them, and how people are not knowingly, with all this emotion and with all this food that we eat and all the bad habits, alcohol and all, can damage your body. Now let's go and see what is inside the body. In many classes I go, I ask people their organs, they don't even know where the organs are. The first thing I ask is, where is your kidney? Not everybody knows where the kidney is. You see, we are so used to going to a doctor and giving ourselves to doctor. Doctor, please tell me everything. I'm yours. Doctor look at you and give medication and you come back. You don't even know what medication, what's the purpose of the medication, what it will do to your body. We don't know. We accept, we come back and we do for 3 days and we get better. Yes, we get fine in 3 days or 1 week course, or we get better. Okay? So medicines work. So now here in the class, as Prana Violet healing, you want to heal, you want to make the healing more effective with the healing one, you need to know every part of the body, not exactly the way it's working, just roughly, this one does that, this one does that, this one does that, this one does that. Okay, once you get that done, then it's so easy to start healing. So we need to know what's inside our physical body, and then after that we will tell you what is outside your physical body. Then we can heal with a wand in such a way that the physical body gets healed. So we are trying to cover that today. Thank you very much again. It's 1st April 2020. Sound check again. Sound okay, guys? Okay, sound is very good. Thank you very much. We started a new one. Now, let me tell you that we are a physical body. It's a physical body. There are parts that we can see in our body. We got the hands, we got the fingers, we know there's something, they can see, even somebody can see something going here, like an artery or like a vein going back here. So we know some part of it. Okay, anyways, you know that we have the eyes, the nose and everything. But how many of us know what's inside? What is inside of the body? So now let me go now and tell you. Now this is inside of the body. It's the inside of the body. The inside of the body has got blood for circulation, and the whole blood circulation system. We have the nervous system that we touch, you know, you feel heat, you know, you feel cold, you know. Sometimes when something's around also you can feel like that. So we know that something outside the body. Okay, next, we have got the urinary system. Whatever we eat, the salt, the acidic, the excess acidic system that we eat, all the excessive protein and all will be thrown out to the urine. We call them the urinary system. Then we have got the lymphatic system. The system that clears away all the dirt, all the dead bacteria, the dead virus and all the stuff. Okay, we go to a lymphatic system and they throw back into the liver and to the kidney, they throw it out. That's the lymphatic system. Then we have the digestive system. Whatever we eat has to go through a system called a digestive system, and then it comes out either through the kidneys, either through the liver, or through our we defecate. So these are the parts where whatever that we eat, we go out. So we can't eat toxic food. Next, we have got endocrine system. The endocrine system gives you all the hormones that is required for the body. Where they are, today we're going to know each and every endocrine system that we have in our body and how we are going to heal them with a healing wand. Ladies, please be patient because you have a lot of hormones that need to be done every day for 28 days. The amount of hormone that come out is also important so that you will go through a period cycle after you have got maturity. And then when you grow old and then you get pregnant, everything will start to change. So you need to understand more about the hormone because very seldom you find people who say, I have hormonal imbalances for male. Female is the one having a lot of issue with hormones and we call them hormonal imbalance. I do not know of any man who has got hormone imbalance. Maybe when the thyroid doesn't work. Maybe when the insulin, it's all hormones. And these are the two things they have, but not the ladies. Ladies, you got much, much more. Okay? Yeah. Next, we have got reproductive system. The system that allows us to have children, to allow us to have a lot of things. That's called the reproductive system. And sometimes it's very close to the urinary system for the men. Okay? Then we have got skeleton and muscular and the skin system. I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe there are much more. But in Prana while we have one more. We call the energy body system. The human aura. This is the physical body. That's the other one. Now, I go to many classes. I ask people, where's the kidney? They say, no sir, somewhere here, somewhere here, somewhere here. They don't even know where the kidney is. It's very important to understand. The kidneys are placed at the back portion, somewhere around here. This is where the kidneys are. Okay, this is where. So I always tell people to do a simple forgiveness affirmation for the organs. So I want you all today, right now, whether you know the kidney or you don't know the kidney, take both your palms and now go and touch your kidney at the back here. Touch and start saying, kidney, thank you very much. 1st April 2020, I found exactly where you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay? You have been there for so many years. You have been with me from the day I was born, or maybe even the day I was before even I was born. You started becoming there when I was still a fetus in my mother's womb. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have kept me clean for all this while. Day and night, you never sleep. You took care of me. You keep my body clean. You keep my blood clean. You keep every cell in my body clean. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I need you for the rest of my life. Because of that, I will take care of you. From today onwards, I will not take any coffee. The coffee has to be cleaned by the kidneys. Because the kidney is bitter, because some chemical the kidney will throw away. And then a lot of Malaysians eat pad thai. The moment you eat pad thai, in less than half an hour, your kidney, your urine will smell of pad thai. It's telling you, I don't like this food. Okay? Next, you're going to say, I am not drinking any fizzy drinks. They're all nothing but chemicals and preservatives and a lot of carbon dioxide. And most of the time, it's all carbonic acid. When you put carbon dioxide, you mix them with water, it becomes carbonic acid. Now, all this water liquid has to go to your kidney. Answer, my friend. People in Europe drink aerated water. The water is also energized with carbon dioxide. They call it syngas or con gas when I go to Spain. And one time I went there, I got a mistake. I asked for mineral water. I think there was a gas water. I couldn't drink it. It's like putting acid into my mouth. It's so high a pH. Now all of this thing will have to go to the kidney, and the kidney will have to throw them out of the body the moment it gets into the system. And also all the multivitamins that we eat, all the excess multivitamins and all the medication, it will go to the kidney. There was one man, he came to my class in New Delhi. He was having migraine from 10 years old. He was 44 years old when he came. And every day from the age of 10, he was taking aspirin. I have the video. Aspirin every day. He managed. The last 5 years, he went and found out his kidney was going down. Down, 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 down. You know what he says? From today onwards, I'm going to bear the pain in my migraine pain. I don't want my kidney to fail. He stopped taking any more medication. He was suffering. He came to the class. We healed the migraine pain just by doing Ida Pingala and healing jaw and chakra. He was fine. He was so happy that he came for the class and he got it done. You understand? Because someone told him, you go for the class in New Delhi, there's a man down there, he will heal all migraine, all headache. Simple as that. So remember, all medication that you take, unwanted or in excess, they will all go to the kidney and they will throw them away, and you will start to damage your kidney little by little over the many years. All the papadam Indian people eat, you're going to mess up the kidneys. Remember, my friend, and say, kidney, please forgive me. I will take care of you. I need you for the rest of my life. I cannot imagine what will happen if you do not work for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you. And I ask forgiveness for all the wrong things I may have knowingly or unknowingly done to you. Please forgive me. I will take care of you. I need you for the rest of my life. Like every organs in my body, I need each and every one of you so that I can be in this body and I can be healthy and also balance my karma in many different ways. I need this body to do good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To all the cells in my body, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you want to be more effective, you can take the wand and put it here and say, to all the cells in my body, thank you, thank you, thank you. You work day and night to keep me alive, to keep me healthy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will do whatever I can to keep you always healthy, happy and healthy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To all the cells in my body, I love you so much. I love you. I need you for the rest of my life. God, thank you, thank you, thank you. My body is a temple of my soul. I must take care of this temple. And this temple is made of trillions of cells. And all the cells are working for me. And my thoughts must keep them happy and healthy. God, thank you, thank you. Simple emotional healing for all the cells of forgiveness. It's very important to do that every morning. So don't go and say, oh, my heart is not working. My pancreas are gone. My kidneys are not. Who did that? You did that. There's one boy who came. He was 20 years old. He was on dialysis. He came to my class. I asked him, Tabi, where's your kidney? He's looking around. I don't know, sir. You see, you just simply go down there, do it, but you do not know that your kidney is at the back here. It's such a shame. You know a lot about things. And all religion will talk about everything except your physical body. I don't know any religion that tells you about your physical body. Where your kidney is, where your liver is, where your heart is, where your pituitary gland. Nothing. They don't tell you at all. Yes or no? Why don't you spend some time telling about your human body? They said this man went there, this man went here, this man did that, that man did everything. This man did it, though he went there, he built this thing, he built that thing, he talked to God, so what? But he doesn't tell you where the kidney is. He doesn't tell you where the heart is. He doesn't know how to solve your sugar problem. And you feed the God with laddu, all the sweet to the God, and after you eat. And what's going to happen to your pancreas? You don't even know where your pancreas is. Is it so sad? Stop this nonsense. Start today. You have a small child, she could be 2 years old. She said, where's eyes? Wow, all very happy. My daughter very smart, my son very smart. He knows the nose. Yes, start today. Let them, tell them, show them where the kidney is, where the pancreas is. Ask your daughter, 2 years old, where's your pancreas? Where's your pituitary gland? Where's your thyroid gland? They will learn so fast, you can show them all of these things. Understand, my friend? So start with children today. Don't talk about nose, eyes. They will know that. They know that, yes, all that, no. Next level, teach them the inside. Teach them how to take care of this thing. When you give them ice cream, tell them this sugar is going to go to your pancreas. And then it's going to go to your blood. It's going to struggle so much. So tell them, eat little bit of ice cream. Don't totally remove ice cream from their life. Then they get very angry with you. My mother never gave me that. Okay? Start doing that. And if you say coffee is so good, start feeding the babies with coffee. Start giving coffee to the babies. Give them. 2-year-old, come, drink coffee. Don't give milk, drink coffee. Okay? So remember guys. So now, this is the system that we have. Today, we're going to spend some time understanding all the organs and how we can start healing them so you become better. Now look at, these are the lungs. Many people do not know, they got 3 loops of lung and 2 loops here. Upper lung, middle lung, lower lung. Upper lung, lower lung. Because the heart is here. The heart stays here. The work of the lung is take all the oxygen and throw away all the carbon dioxide out of the whole system. the body gives up each and every cell in your body. You see, it's a combustion. You take a piece of paper and you burn them. When you burn them, you get, what do you get when you burn a piece of paper? I can burn a piece of paper here, but then it's not nice, huh? I take a piece of paper and I burn. 1 minute, okay, 1 minute. 1 minute, 1 minute. Let me see what I can do. Okay, guys. So now, back again. Now, I just got a matchstick. I got a matchstick. They got a simple thing to start the fire. So I'm going now. I'm doing this. Winds are blowing. I'm just doing this now. What's happening? Okay, I'm coming now. Can you see this fire? Okay, what's happening? What's happening now? Okay, now the fire is burning, the wood is burning, and I get heat. And what am I producing? I'm producing a lot of carbon dioxide. If there's incomplete combustion, I'm going to produce carbon monoxide. So now this piece is actually wood. Wood is carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Now when I put the fire, it burns. It takes the oxygen from the air and it burns and converts it back into carbon dioxide. Now this carbon dioxide is now coming out from each and every cell. The carbohydrate that you eat, okay, goes to into the stomach and get digested and becomes glucose. The mango, all the fruits, they go inside. The sugar in the fruit in terms of fructose, milk is lactose, fruit is fructose, sucrose, and you have got carbohydrate, very heavy carbohydrate, all the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. They go to the system, they go to the blood, they go to each and every cell, and each every cell will produce, take the oxygen from the blood that goes to the lungs, go and get used and throw away carbon, and you get heat. That's why the body temperature is always maintained 36.8 degrees C. The heat is formed from each and every cell. What goes out is the carbon dioxide. That carbon comes out here and go out. The carbon dioxide come in. At the same time when I burn this, I'm also getting water. Water is formed, and that water is also coming here and throwing away. Remember, from the chemical process of glucose and oxygen, the cell has the power to burn them, like how I burn the matchstick. They burn them, they get heat, and they get also water and carbon dioxide. So I have to throw them away. Now imagine you're drinking a lot of carbon dioxide from the fish eating. Where will they go? And they're all forming carbonic acid with the water. Now the water that comes out can also have a lot of carbon dioxide. So remember this. At the end, most of the time we're just doing shallow breathing. Just shallow breathing. We're not breathing totally inside and breathing totally outside. So most of the time, all the ends of the lungs or the tip of the lungs are full of carbon dioxide. When they are full of carbon dioxide, they mix with the water that comes from the respiration. They become carbonic acid. So we got two kinds of acidity. One is called digestive acidity because of the stomach. Number two is called respiratory acidity because we are doing shallow breathing. Now all of you sit down. Just inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. You're taking air right deep inside and you're throwing it out. When I throw out, all the carbon dioxide is not going to go outside. Fresh oxygen is coming inside. Okay? Now this is what we call respiration. Sometimes we call it sometimes you go doctor, they'll put a piece of bag around you and make you breathe because they feel something is wrong. There's too much or too little carbon dioxide. So the oxygen level has to be balanced. They'll put something, I don't know what they call it. Doctors will put on there and you breathe. So you put the carbon dioxide inside. So something happens and you become better after that. A simple technique they do. So the lungs are purposely to remove all the oxygen, to absorb all the oxygen and to remove all the carbon dioxide. That's the purpose of the lung. So don't put wrong things like cigarette, like smoking, pot and shisha. People put shisha. All this smoke is going to go into each and every. You love your lungs. If you love your lungs, you will not do all of this nonsense. Okay, putting all of this smoke and then even you go down there, even some particles, the nose will block everything before they go. The nose is the filter. Then as you go down to the whole trachea, you got a lot of mucus. The mucus will trap all of this thing. That's why sometimes the bacteria and the virus cannot reach the lung, because once they go to the lung, it's open, infection is really, really bad. So it has to start going through here and through. That's why when our new virus, our friend, goes into our system, it gets stuck here and you get dry cough. Cough means you're throwing it out. You're trying to throw it. The mucus catches all these viruses and everything else. They start killing them. Now, when your immune system not strong enough, then they go inside, they go the lung. And what you do in the hospital, they do nothing but just give you respiration. They put air, not pure oxygen. They put air, they push the air inside because your lungs are not able to do its work. It's all infected with all of this bacteria and virus. Sometimes people got phlegm in the lungs. Each and every small drops getting. So remember this, my friend. Lungs, 1, 2, 3, 1. And each of these lungs has got its own chakra. Each lung has got its own chakra. Okay? We call it chakra of the organs. One big chakra called the solar plexus, lower throat chakra, and each one of them has got it. In very serious case, we have to go and heal each and every of this little organ chakra. Okay? Next, look at this. Now look at this. This is all the alveoles. This is the artery. This is the veins. They bring all the thing. They bring all the blood back from the heart. They go to small holes, very tiny lines. So now the oxygen will go out, and then the carbon dioxide will go out, and oxygen will go inside. This is what they call partial pressure. The outside is full of oxygen, inside is less oxygen, they take inside. Okay? Now the other one is there's too much of carbon dioxide inside, there's less comes outside, they go out. You call it diffusion. It's a diffusion thing. Okay? Going and going out is because of the partial pressures of each and every gas. They move. Okay? Now our lung has been doing this for millions of years. So man has used this, not only man, even bacteria, even bacteria has to breathe. Even all the animals on earth, even the tree has to breathe. They have got their own breathing mechanism. The stomatas will take the oxygen and throw the carbon dioxide away. So oxygen is very important, and whatever you have, you eat them. The carbon, the hydrogen, the oxygen has to be burned to produce heat and also to produce a lot of energy to do your work. Okay, right. So now this is how the lung works. Right. Now look at this. It's a healthy lung. Smoker's lung. This man has been smoking 2 packs, a pack of cigarette a day. He stopped for 90 days and see how the lung clean. Because when you're taking cigarette, what you're putting is a lot of particles. You're putting a lot of particles. Particle meaning a lot of smoke particles. See, when I'm smoking, I throw outside. What's going out? Is particles. Very, very fine particles that you cannot see with the eyes. You know when you can see these particles? Go to a cinema. It's all pitch dark and the light beam is coming right from the projector to the screen. Okay? And go and smoke that and you see all the particles. In fact, you can even see dust particles flying around. And each of these dust particles is going into your nose and they can end up through the lungs. Smokers, how do you smoke? Nose or mouth? You're smoking from the mouth. You're bypassing the natural filter system that we have in the nose right up to here. Now you are smoking. You're doing this. What happened? So all this dust, small particles are going to go into your lungs, and this is what it becomes. It's all carbon particles. They cannot be cleaned in any system. You can clean your liver, you can heal your intestines, You can do liver flush, you can do colon cleansing. But have you heard of lung cleansing before? Never. You have never heard of lung. There's no way of cleaning them. They get stuck there. They cannot go. And a lot of things will start. When you have this, you can have a lot of bacteria there also, and things will become good. The carbon that you don't like becomes food for the bacteria. And TB affects the lungs. Today you got TB in the brain, you got TB in the bones, you got TB in the intestines. The TB is getting smarter and smarter because our immune system has become down. Okay, so remember this. Now this is what's happened. So please remember, all smokers, be aware. All the women whose husband is also smoking, we have energized your pink one to do something. Okay, we'll explain to you how you can do that. Okay, right. Next, now alcohol. Alcohol will come and damage your liver. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. And people, I just don't know, figure out how a man can drink alcohol, and that alcohol is 42%, 45% alcohol. And the Mexicans will drink tequila. Tequila is coming from the cactus plant. The whiskey is coming from hop and wheat. The Indian samsu is coming from rice. And the Indonesian tapai is coming from rice, glutinous rice, and also tapioca. So like that, it's all the carbohydrate that converted into alcohol because of sugar. And wine comes from grapes. 23% of sugar from the wine becomes grape, and you get 16%, 12% wine from the grape. The wine is fermented to convert the sucrose or the fructose or whatever it is into alcohol. So remember this, my friend. This will not do any good for you. You want to try something, a little bit, you add some juice and a little bit, it's okay, fine, no problem. Put a little bit, but don't become an addict in alcohol. This will never, you'll finish your money, it'll break your relationship, and it'll affect all your liver, cirrhosis, liver fibroids, and fatty liver, all that things will happen, okay? Right, next, the kidneys. The purpose of the kidney is now to clean the blood, to throw away whatever unwanted things of the blood out of your body. And it comes here and comes here. Now, because it's open here, it can get infected with all the virus. Especially ladies, you must be very, very careful because you can easily have uterine infection and also vaginal infection and all because they're all near to each other. The man is fine. He's separated, totally separated from any part. He's just one line coming out. And he also gets infected. Okay? So remember the kidney now. Now look at this kidney. This is where the kidneys are. Right at the back. We'll come to a short while to show you how they. So remember this. Next, the kidney. This one. Right kidney and left kidney. Now they both have to work. But at times, one doesn't work. You have a replacement. I know people who have given kidneys to family members. And now they've got 3 kidneys there. They never remove the old kidney, they put it back inside. And that has to be compatible. It's such a difficult thing. So please take care of your kidney. Simple. Reduce the salt. Stop all these multivitamins when you don't need them. If you need them, it's fine. You don't need them. Next, don't eat all this papadum and all this salty stuff, too much of salt. Stop bringing them down. Once you do down, the kidney has got less work to do. Coffee will damage. Strong tea will damage. Strong fizzy drinks, all fizzy drinks will damage. So think, my friend, this guy is a very important guy. If it doesn't work, you don't die immediately. Your body becomes so with all kind of uric acid, and then you end up doing dialysis 3 hours, maybe 3 times a week. It's not going to be easy. So please take care of all these kidneys. It's very important. Think of the habit that you have. Okay. Now look at the heart. The heart is right here on the left hand side. So imagine all of these things. They have work 24 hours a day. They work 70 times a minute. 70, 80 times sometimes. Sometimes you have palpitation. So more palpitation. Okay. So now the idea is to cool down, relax yourself because this is working. And one fine day say, I am too tired. I am too tired. I think I want to take a break. Don't do all this running 12 kilometers. Running 5 kilometers every morning, running around, stay healthy, fine. One day the heart going to say, thank you very much, my friend. I work too much. I'm going to take a break. Can a heart take a break, my friend? Can it take a break? It cannot take a break. That's when what we call the heart attack. When you got a heart attack, they go to the hospital, they go boom, 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 boom. They make it back again. They make it back again. Sometimes you got a little thing, they have got, they call it, what do you call it? A pacemaker. The pacemaker, they put it there because it's not working. The rhythm is going up and down. So they cut the connection, they come from the brain. They put a battery. Remember, my friends, all pacemakers have a battery. So remember, the heart works on electrical impulse. Man is so great. They have found a way to put a small battery into the heart system. It has surgery has to be done. They put it in the right place and it ticks, 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 ticks. And then that ticking, the electric impulse will go and give the heart the energy to move up and down. Remember, my friend, our system works on an electrical system. Remember that. It's something you should not forget. And man has found a way to make a small battery, and apparently the battery lasts only for 10 to 15 years. I'm not sure. Some 10 years. So you have the 10 years, you got to go now, take it out and put a new battery. Okay? So remember, take care of your heart. Don't make it big unnecessarily. Don't go into some extreme sports. Don't watch some movie and give you all the heart palpitations. Heart may not be able to take that. Be relaxed, be cool. Don't get unnecessary, get emotional for no reason. Somebody dying, you get emotional. Relax, take it easy. He's gone. Let's go and visit the P family and come back. That's all. Okay? Right. So remember the heart. Now, these are all the coronary arteries. So all the arteries, they can get blocked. They can get blocked. Blocked because of the food that we eat. Our food can have a lot of things. Whether you're a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian, it can still happen. There was this man, he was a vegetarian, no garlic, no onion, but a lot of milk. Lot of milk. And Indian people who put ghee and eat the rice just like that. Put salt and ghee. They, wow, it's very nice. And they want to eat pure ghee sweet. You go to South India, lot of big thing, pure ghee. Sweet, pure ghee. Yes, you put all that. That's an animal product. Ghee comes from the animal. Animal product have got cholesterol because the human cells, the layer outside, you need cholesterol to do that. The plant is cellulose. That's why when people say the plant thing is cholesterol, I just cannot understand. Plants do not have cholesterol. They don't need cholesterol. They need cellulose for the walls. Okay? Animal, we need to have that. That's why the cows will eat a lot of cellulose and they can digest the cellulose to go in the body to do that. So remember this, So now this can get blocked. So this man I was talking about, he had 3 or 4 blocks, I remember. Being a vegetarian, just eating milk, no onion, no garlic, he had 3 blocks or 5 blocks. He walked to the hospital, he fell down and did a bypass surgery on him. Okay, so remember, it catches everybody. Sometimes the excess calcium hit can go and calcify all your arteries and veins and the blood will not flow very well. So now the heart has to work harder. So remember, don't think I'm eating a lot of calcium. A lot of calcium can go and calcify. It's like having an old house with old pipes. Okay? Those days the pipes were not plastic. They were made of galvanized iron. Okay? And then let's say one tap you don't open for a few years. You go, you open up, the water is not flowing. Because now the rust has become so strong, it has become the whole thing rusted and the water cannot flow. Or you don't go, you go somewhere, if you've got iron pipes in the house, you go somewhere and you come back after about a week, you open, the water comes out brown. It's iron. Iron from all the pipes. After 20 years, all the pipes you got to change. Like that, this can also get deposited with a lot of calcium and many things that we put into our mouth. So think before we start eating too much. You've got a bad habit of taking too much milk product. Think. Milk is not too much. Too much of milk is not good. I just have to have enough. That's why you have all of this blocking in arteries and veins. They can block here, block here, block here. Sometimes when they get blocked, the heart can find another way to go. But with the main arteries blocked somewhere here, it's going to be very difficult. Okay? Now, next is all the internal hearts. You got valves, 1, 2, 3 valves. Okay? Now these valves are opening, closing, opening, closing, opening, closing, opening, closing. Like that. Like bicuspid and tricuspid. Some are 2, some are 3. Like 3 different guys. You know the small girls will do some game, they put and then they open like that, they open, like that, no? Like that, they're opening and closing. Okay, how much can you open? It's a mechanical thing. It's closing, closing, open, open, open. Now you start running, boom, 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 boom. And one fine day it starts to leak. When people have got huge body, the volume of blood is too much, even they start to leak. Okay, so then you put a mechanical valve or they put a valve from a pig to solve this problem. So please be careful. Remember all of these things. These valves are very important. Don't do too much of work unnecessarily. Take the energy and do something good. Okay, my friend. Don't think you must run 10 kilometers, 5 kilometers. Oh, I jog every day. Yes, when you jog, you're doing a lot of work to all the joints in your body and your heart is doing a lot of work. Okay, next. Very interesting. Stomach. Very interesting. The interesting topic for everybody, because in most of my workshop, just by healing the stomach, head pain goes up, knee pain goes up, many pain goes up immediately. Just by healing the stomach, especially in India. Especially in Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. You know why? All the food you eat is really not good for this guy. It's not good for this guy. Let me tell you how the whole thing works. The food enters the mouth. Okay. The first point of rejection is your tongue. First point of rejection is your tongue. The tongue has got parts of the tongue that tells you salt, sugar, bitter, sour. It's that. So when you put the first thing to the mouth, it tells you, I don't like it. Throw it away. Don't eat it. The only people, the only animal that follow this law is the animal kingdom. Who follow this law? Animal kingdom. Human people don't follow this law. Why? When you go to a monkey, the monkey goes up a mango tree. The mango is green in color. It picks it up, it bows, it throws it away. First point of rejection is the mouth. The monkey's mouth says, no, it's acid, it throws away. The human mouth says, yes, it's sour. I put some salt. Or I cut and put it in salt water and soak it in vinegar. And then I keep it for 1 month and start eating it. That's what we call it pickles. Similarly, there are lots and lots of pickles in all countries, in all cultures. Most of them are super acidic. You go to McDonald's or many of the guys can have burger, they'll put pickles and they'll put on top. Okay. When you eat the pickles, it becomes sour. And you like the sour and everything else. Now the pickles going inside the brain. So the first point of rejection is the mouth. Salt, extreme sweetness, extreme acidic, extreme bitter. Can you just eat a bitter gourd like that? You cannot eat them. What Indian people do, they will cut very finely, put salt, put turmeric and curry powder, whatever it is, and they fry it almost like crisps. There's no more green. It's almost brownish, and you eat it, and you can surpass the mouth because of the salt and the curry powder, whatever it is. You can go with the masala. You can go inside. Now you cannot eat an empty bitter gourd. Something's wrong with you if you can eat like that. Because you say, don't eat me, I'm bitter. The mouth is rejecting. So after the mouth rejects, then you take the food. So first point is the mouth will reject the food. Yes or no? 1 minute, huh? Just 1 minute. Let me go and give something. Bring something for you guys. Okay. What is this? What is this? Huh? Chili. What is this? What is this? Dried chili. They're from the same family. One is dried, one is not dried. Okay, one is dried, one is not dried. That's all. It's a difference. One is dried, one is not dried. And both will reject by the mouth. Both would, I can even smell. I can even smell the chili. What I can do is now, I can cut this chili and rub all on my hand will start to burn. Now I have a layer of skin which is very hard and even that burn. Now what if I put in the mouth where I don't have any protection at all. Can you imagine how much it burns? You know, you have to drink water, and then it goes to the stomach. Now it's going to go into your stomach, it's going to stay there for 1 hour or 1.5 hours. Now how the stomach will feel, how all the intestines and all will feel, and ultimately it comes out here. Can you imagine how that fella will start to feel? So remember this chili. It's all something your mouth will reject from as it enters into your system. Okay, so the mouth rejection. Okay, now after mouth rejecting, the food is acceptable. You start to do what we call as chewing. You chew the food. You chew. Why do you chew the food? To make it as small as possible so that it can bypass your esophagus. One, to go through. And at the same time, go. So first time, you chew the food, make it as small as possible. One. Number two, when you chew, the saliva comes out. The saliva comes out so that the food will be lubricated. It can bypass your esophagus easily. So number two, point number two. Point number one, make the particles smaller. With all the teeth, you bite them up. You cannot swallow this food. Next, you start saliva for lubrication. Number three, very important. Everybody in the world should understand this. I don't need to teach to anybody. They don't tell you this. Some of you may know, you have come to my class before. Number three is to convert all acidic food and all sour food into alkaline. Do you know that? Do anybody know this? Or you came for the class, you found out. The mouth is to convert all the food into alkaline. That is the work. So much of saliva will come out. When you're feeding a small child, 8-month-old child, you can find the saliva coming out and coming out of the mouth. You know why? A small baby has got such intricate and such soft stomach system, digestive system. The system does not allow any acidic food to go into the mouth. That's why the saliva will actually ooze out. You go and see. A lot of saliva come from babies. Men, not so much, because you messed up many of your system. You may not even, your saliva may be acidic, because your body itself is acidic. Okay, so the body has the power of making alkaline through the salivary glands in our mouth system. Alkaline. Number four, and the last one that I know, there could be other things I don't know, is the saliva comes with an enzyme called amylase. The work of the amylase is for carbohydrate digestion. So remember, food make small. Number two, lubrication. Number three, conversion all acidic to alkaline. And number four is an enzyme called amylase for carbohydrate digestion. Okay, my friend? Nobody can change this. Nobody can change this. It's every mammal has the power to do that. Every mammal, including me, including you, including the dog, the monkey, everything. Saliva will come up. Okay. Now when that happens, the food now travels peacefully through the esophagus. It's a very long thing. It starts from here, goes all the way down, it goes here. Now remember, this part, it's not made for acidic food. Your esophagus is not made for acidic food. All the food that enters your mouth must be converted into alkaline before they enter the stomach. They enter the stomach, you got two valves here called the esophagus splinter and the pyloric splinter. They close, they close. The food comes inside to the esophagus, go inside, close, close. They're closed now. Now the food, number one is alkaline. Number two has got lots of saliva and has got lots of enzymes called amylase for carbohydrate digestion. All the sugar you add in your coffee, in your tea, in your milk, the lactose, everything will now start to get digestion. It takes you maybe 45 minutes to 1 hour. At that time, this one has to be alkaline. So now, you say, internet says, doctor says, lime juice is very good. You put the lime and you drink. What's going to happen, my friend? What's going to happen if you take 1 glass of lime juice every morning? Where is it going to go to? You do me a favor. Go now today after this class. Cut the lime. put in the water, put and gargle in the mouth. Gargle. Just gargle. You see how long it takes before your saliva will start to come out in abundance and convert all the lime juice into alkaline. It might take you 10 minutes. You go and try and see. We have done in many classes all over the world. I take a lime, I give people, and the guys will gargle, gargle, gargle. It takes them about at least 5 minutes minimum to become alkaline. A lot of saliva will come out. That's the work of the mouth. So your mind, your body, your mouth is not made for acidic food or sour food. Start learning these simple things. Now, it's gone inside now. I'm not finished yet. It's gone inside. The food stays there. It's alkaline. It's amylase. Carbon is going up. Now, you go now, you take one big glass of water. Must drink water after eating. Take one big glass. Take one big glass of water after eating. Okay. What happened? What happened? If you take one big, some people take 2 glasses of water sometimes. They take inside, it goes inside. What's going to happen, my friend? It becomes a soup. Whatever amylase, whatever alkaline you have had there, is now going to be diluted depending on the amount of water you put inside. It's going to be diluted. Okay? When you dilute it, your power of digestion is going to be half or maybe even 1/3. Your body is not getting digested very well. Now, let's say you eat acidic food. You eat in a hurry. You never chew properly. Or you don't have enough amylase. Or you do not have enough alkaline to convert the food. Now, what comes inside is partial alkaline, is partial acidic. The body cannot take it anymore. The stomach cannot take it because it's now in the carbohydrate digestion. So what happens is you have gastric. You get gastric. It can be so bad that now this one opens, it comes out. It comes out. What do we call them? Heartburns. Nothing to do with the heart. I don't know why they call heartburn. It's stomach burn. Stomach burn, not heartburn. Don't use the wrong word. And then this guy opened to release. Now when this guy released, now it's coming up to the esophagus. And what do you call this? Acid reflux. Acid is now coming out because there's no proper digestion. It comes out. Understand, my friend? And what do? You take anti-acid pills. Like the girl was telling the day, I take sodium bicarbonate, sir. Where do you get sodium carbonate? Baking soda. Where everybody can find. You make cake, you have baking soda. Mix and put. Yeah, because baking soda is alkaline. When you heat up, it converts and carbon dioxide comes out. So it comes out, the whole cake becomes big. Different between cake and making bread. Bread is yeast, cake is baking soda. Okay? So like that, now it comes out. You have got what we call as acid reflux. And sometimes this guy can start eating the esophagus because it is not made for acid. So the stomach gets all the acidity and after 1 hour or so, acid comes out. Hydrochloric comes out because it wants to kill all the bacteria and start the protein digestion. Not only hydrochloric comes out, peptic acid comes out, all produced by the own stomach. So the stomach is the only body that produces acid, hydrochloric acid and peptic acid. So once finished, it starts to come out. It starts to come out. When it comes out, it goes to what we call the duodenum. The duodenum is there. Now this is full acid, pH of 1. Only this guy is made of acid, not this guy, not this guy. So now I have to convert all the acid that's coming from the stomach into alkaline medium. What happens is your bile comes from your liver. The bile comes out and also your pancreatic juice comes out to convert all the acid back into alkaline. Okay, my friend? Remember this. Apparently, from what I know, the liver produces 2.5 liters of liquid every day. So pancreas must be working. Otherwise, it would have problem with digestion. Okay, my friend? So now this has to be alkaline. We call them the duodenum. Okay? Next. I hope I finished this part. So remember, take the wand, heal your stomach, and also you have a stomach chakra. We call them healing wand, becomes powerful as required to heal my stomach. After doing that, we come down. You see, healing wand becomes powerful as required to condition my stomach chakra. 3 cycles. Okay, like that. Next, pancreas is right here. Many people don't know where the pancreas. Put here, they'll put here. This way, a pancreas. I know many people who are diabetic and they don't even know where the pancreas is. All Indian people in India have to ask forgiveness from the pancreas every day, because today you're just consuming too much of sugar. I tell people sugar is no good. Eat jaggery. Oh, jaggery is organic, sir. It's very good, sir. It's fantastic, sir. All eat jaggery. And jaggery is more expensive than the white sugar. But the white sugar has got more process to make than your jaggery. So remember, my friends, don't go and change your mind. Don't think it's all jaggery come from sugar cane, sugar come from sugar cane, vellam come from sugar cane, karupati come, all these names only to show different way of processing. So remember this, sugar is sugar, a ripe mango is sugar, 2 banana is sugar. You had a big meal of rice and put 2 banana, you just added more sugar into your system. Okay? Remember this, Good. Next, this where the pancreas is, it's right near the stomach area, somewhere around here, just around here. It's where they are, okay? It's riding behind the stomach. The stomach is on top, the pancreas here, okay? Then we got the liver, then you got the gallbladder, okay? Right. Next, this is how our liver system works. Liver got 3 parts: front liver, side liver, back liver. Each one has got its own chakras. You must heal this liver separately. Next, we got what we call the gallbladder. This gallbladder is a storehouse to keep excessive gall, because sometimes you can have a lot of fat diet and you need a lot of bile to emulsify the fat. So a lot of bile will come out. But because of many years of eating all the wrong food, the bile can have stones. Okay? The liver is the liver is throwing all the toxic through the bile. And the bile is green in color. Sometimes when you're very sick, you're vomiting too much, the bile can come out, the green thing can come out. So the bile has found its way in the stomach and push it out. So all mammal have a bile. Everything has. This is for digestion of the fat. So the fat doesn't happen somewhere in the duodenum. It's a duct that goes here, the pancreas will come here and it start in the pancreas. So because the bile is super alkaline, it converts all the acid back into alkaline at the same time. Remember, one more time I'm telling you, my friend, let me tell you, your body is not made for acidic food. Your body pH is 7.2, 7.3, 7.4. 7.3, 7.4 is your body pH. Remember that. All of you remember that. Your body pH 7.3, 7.4 is alkaline. Natural water is 7. 14 is super alkaline. Bottom down there, it's at 1 is super acidic. pH. pH means power of hydrogen. Power of hydrogen. pH. I don't think many people will tell you this. pH means power of hydrogen. How much of hydrogen molecules are there in the liquid? The more they are, the more acid they become. The lesser they are, the more alkaline they become. The OH ion and so water can be split into 2. So remember, whenever you drink all this modified water, with whatever brand you have, it's going and chemically or electronically, or whatever you want to call it, it's breaking the water from hydrogen to OH ion. They throw away the hydrogen and they say it's alkaline now. Is it natural? It's called modified water. I have never found any modified water can stand the PVH splint arm test all over the world. I've even seen an agent that sells that. She was shocked. She said the natural water from that company stood. The modified water fell. So people go around eating all kind of modified water, my friend. Does the cell like this modified water? Does the cell have the ability to do that herself? You messed up with all kind of food. You put all the lime juice inside. You put all the pickles inside. Now you drink modified water to solve the problem. Why did you go and solve this problem first? And I remember somebody was coming to my house and telling me, so we're selling this, it's so fantastic. The water that comes to your house is so bad. I told him, my friend, don't talk about the water that comes to my house. This water brings life into my house. Don't say bad things about the water that comes into my house. There are hundreds and thousands and millions of families who do not have water in their house. They go in the morning, they pump the water for bathing, for brushing teeth. Can you imagine? There's a big queue waiting there. You got to go 5 o'clock in the morning and stand in the queue to pump the water. It's not open, water poured out. You got to pump, 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 pump. It is going to be easy, my friends. So remember, never let anybody come to your house and say bad about the water that flows into your house with a very minimal cost. So remember, don't put modified things and start saying this water is super alkaline, is 14, is 10, I can adjust how much I want and get. And another water that goes out is hydrogen. You pour for the plant might die. They'll tell you wash your face with that water. It's very good. It might kill the bacteria. So remember, do not drink modified water. Drink natural water, bless the water and say, water, thank you, thank you, thank you. 70% of my body is you. Thank you for being part of me. You are the great sovereign mother. You are in everywhere. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, my friend? Listen, huh? So remember, this is what happens here. Next, this is your liver. Front liver, side liver, back liver. This is your gallstone. And they can get stuck. When they get stuck, ultimately what they do, they will cut and throw it away. Somebody called me, PVH as a way to do this healing. You can start following. You can also do liver flush. Don't do liver flush when there are big stones there. Start doing liver flush today. Don't wait for gallbladder stones to come. Prevent them being formed. Start today. A lot of children today need to do liver flush because most of the diet is full of oil. All fast food, trans fat, margarine. All biscuits you make, they are not made from butter. They are made from margarine. Margarine is modified oil. Modified with hydrogenation. They add hydrogen inside. It's something that oil. See, I cannot sell you oil and put on the bread. I want something spreadable. How do I spread? Palm oil. I cannot put palm oil in drink. Put palm oil is much easier, better. It's much healthier to drink palm oil on the bread than to put margarine. And they go the process. They take the thing. They put high temperature and they pump in hydrogen. They convert the oil of palm oil into one we call as hydrogenated. They call polysaturated or whatever they name. Okay. Now this is going to your body. It will not get digested. Palm oil will get digested. Margarine may not get digested. It stays down there. You can take a margarine, hold in your hand. Does it get melted? Your body is 36.8 degrees C. Will it get melted? Try and see. You take butter, butter will melt. Yes or no? Butter will melt. So when you eat butter, it melts. Margarine may not melt. May not melt. You take chocolate from other countries, like chocolate from Australia, Cadbury, Australia, all these are different. You hold your hand, it starts to melt. Malaysian chocolate never melt in your hand. So if it doesn't melt in your hand, is it going to melt in your body? So what's going to happen? Start thinking, my friends, start thinking all of these things. I'm giving you a lot of knowledge. Start thinking what is good for your children today. Children today have got so much of chocolate, so many things. I don't remember eating a chocolate as a small boy. I don't remember. It was bad. It was expensive. It was not available. It was always imported chocolate from the UK or somewhere else. It was not so easily available. Today, chocolates are everywhere. And some are so bad. They're so cheap and so bad. You can even see when you eat them, they stuck in the tongue. They stuck. Even in India, you eat some food, it's all stuck in. They call vanaspati and all kind of oil. They don't dissolve in your body. Your body temperature of 36.8 cannot dissolve or any one of these things. They stay as solid in your system. What if they can find a way into the blood? Where will they go? They get stuck to other parts and form a compound, and that can block you. They will not only block your heart, they can also block your veins, arteries in your brain. And what do you call them? Stroke, hemorrhoids. They can even block the veins in your leg. And you have leg problem. The blood cannot flow properly. It's constricted. Can happen to any part and any of the arteries or veins in your body. But the problem is, when they go down there, they can find some other way of going. But when they come to the heart, they cannot find a way. When they go to the brain, the oxygen is depleted, you get a stroke. So remember, this is what they do. The body have to throw away whatever unwanted thing, but some of them are so much, they become stone. We call gallbladder stones. Okay, next. Now we come to the intestines. After bypassing the duodenum, it now goes to each and every part of the small intestine. More absorption happens. More absorption. Now, this food is totally alkaline. Totally alkaline. So now it absorbs. So bacteria don't die here. Bacteria all die in the stomach. They don't die here. They absorb everything. They take a long time to go up and here, and finally end up at the entrance of the large intestine. And you got a small little thing called the appendix. So you come here, this appendix. It comes here now, goes up, ascending colon, transverse colon, and descending colon, rectum, and sigmoid colon, and rectum. It comes to the anus. Now this part is now full of bacteria. Bacteria that can produce gas, smell, sulfur dioxide, hydrogen sulfide. You eat egg, your gas can smell. You eat a lot of milk, your gas can also smell because a lot of sulfur is in this food. So when you eat a lot of sulfur food, your gas can smell because the bacteria take the sulfur, they always produce hydrogen sulfide or sulfur dioxide. So the gas can smell. Now when you do not do properly, some of this gas will stay here and they will go in the blood system. From here, it goes right to the liver. So the liver gets toxicated. So whenever you got smelly feces, okay, or a lot of gas is smelly, start going and say, I need to take them out. Do a PVH enema. We have sold enemas to everybody. Go and find the PVH volunteers. We make simple enemas. Indian people are very familiar with enema, but PVH has made it even more simpler. 1 minute, I'll bring something to show you what the enema looks like. This is the PVH enema. Okay, the PVH enema that we have. Simple. I've been doing enema for the past. So I've been doing enema 2 times a day for the past 15 years. Okay? And a lot of people have tried and they are so happy. The children do not have any more constipation. So this one way of doing it, very simple, very easy. Everybody can do this. Whenever you have a smelly gas, do enema and throw them all away. Because some of them are still stuck here, some are stuck here, some are stuck here. You do it now, everything comes out. So once you do enema, your liver becomes clean, your face will start clearing. There was one girl with so much of acne. So she started doing, she sent me, the mother sent me a picture, just in less than 2 days, it all got started getting cleared. So remember, from the liver, toxic will go to the parts of the skin. You have here, you have sometimes here, and also the bum area, all this acne and all, they call it pimples. You can have them here, have them in the back, and even have here. They have taken picture, I told her, start doing enema. She was doing enema, she was not doing enema. She said, do 2 to 3 times of enema a day. Some people need to do, not everybody. I do it 2 times a day. I don't want any problem with the gas for the whole day or whatsoever. I do it in the morning and do it in the evening, and lots of things have improved for the past 15 years. Okay, so remember, this is a large intestine, upside down. Okay, ascending colon, transverse descending colon. Where you got irritable bowel syndrome, you heal that descending colon. Constipation, heal this side. We've got so much of testimonials based on healing the large intestine and the rectum. A lot of people have constipation have all become better. Okay, right. Next. Now, this is another one, a big study that we all should know. Our endocrine glands. Okay, now let's go to the men. You got hypothalamus. So one more missing called the thalamus. You got a thalamus. You got the hypothalamus. And you have got pituitary gland, got a pineal gland, thyroid, parathyroid on both sides. We've got thymus gland, and we got adrenal glands. We got the pancreas. Then we got the ladies got ovaries. We got the uterus. Man has got testes. So ladies, you got one extra, which is called ovaries, and we don't have this. So you got a little bit more. So women need more hormonal system than men. So this you need to understand all of these things, my friend. This all has to work. When your body is too acidic, they do not work very well. They cannot produce when they sell. When I say your body is acidic, What I mean is, your body pH is 7.3, 7.3, 7.4. Okay, like that. Now, that means your blood fluid, the fluid in the blood is 7.3, 7.4. Also, each and every cell in your body is 7.3, 7.4. Now, let's say you have a lot of acidic food and this and that. The whole body is full of acid. It can be uric acid, it can be lactic acid, it can be acid because of the kind of food that you eat, or there's issue in the stomach, the hydrochloric acid go in the system. So the pH of the blood from 7.3 becomes 5.5. When 5.5, each and every cell is 5.5 now. When it's 5.5, it cannot do its work. It cannot do its work by doing all of this work because I'm acidic. I cannot do my work. I need something. It cannot do. The liver cell says, I'm acidic. So everybody is complaining. Hey, I'm acidic. Liver is complaining. Kidney is complaining. Brain is complaining. But the owner is keep on eating acidic food. Taking his happy tea. Taking his cappuccino. Taking his mocha tea. Whatever tea you keep on taking. Body is complaining. Day, it's acid. Why are you eating some more? I cannot do my work. No. I am taking. I like. No coffee, I die. No coffee, I die. No tea, I cannot work. All this stuff. I must have my lemon juice. Internet says it's very good. I must have my pH 7, a pH of 10 water every day. So you put all of these things, the body is shouting, but you're not hearing. Your mind is clouded with all this thought form. People put in you because you bought a 7,000 machine, $1,500 machine. You say, I must drink this water, is so good. I paid so much money. My grandfather drank water from the well. That's it. He died when he was 78 years old. If you had just taken something, hey, your grandmother, hello, when your grandmother died? What age?
96.
98. 96 or 98?
96 years old.
96 old she died. She died 96, Any modified water? What water she drink?
Plain water.
Plain water from the tap. Yes or no? And then boil, make tea, coffee. She drink coffee or not? I don't think she drink coffee,
Black coffee.
Understand? So remember this. This lady, her grandmother is born in Malaysia. She's my wife, the 4th generation. That old lady, I know her. She died when she was 96 years old. She became a child. She died. Never had coffee. And when was the best part? Husband died. Husband died before retirement. So lady was free, getting pension, no problem. Okay, live in daughter's house, even better. Not son house means mother-in-law versus the daughter-in-law problem. So she was fine, she was there. And those ladies all never go near son-in-law. Son-in-law, it's like that. So she had a good life. And the other best part? Husband died on Sunday. For Sunday, I'm a vegetarian. So no heavy meal on Sunday. So she lived a very nice life. She never disturbed anybody. She was financially independent. Pension coming every month. Give son-in-law, do whatever he want. Son-in-law zip his mouth, never say anything about the mother-in-law because she's getting money every month. So she had a good life. She never had any modified water. I don't remember even she go and see her doctor. I don't remember. Only when she was old, the doctors came to the house to see her, some flu or something like that. But she never had any serious problem. They live a simple life. They eat natural food. So remember this, there are a lot of people those days, they were stress-free. They never thought the children must become presidents and accountants and doctors. They never thought such thought. They live and let him be what he wants. He's happy, they all have. So life, today we have so much of stress. So when you are stressed up, it affects all this endocrine system. For ladies, my friend, all the stress will stay in the breast area and also in your uterus area and the ovaries. This is where I find a lot of energy. There was one lady who came to my class in India. This lady was all covered with burqa. She came to me. You know why the energy was? It's all stuck in the breast area and in the uterus. I said, oh my God. Then I realized inside they're living with so much of sadness. So much of, I can't do anything in this lifetime. So sad. You know what I did? I told her to read the woman's affirmation. The moment she read the woman's affirmation, all the energy was stuck there, all got released. I say, madam, whatever happened, accept this lifetime. Go now, read forgiveness every day and take the woman affirmation and start reading. And that will help all women. all over the world. So please understand what I'm doing now. Please help your friends. So the hormone system is very intricate. We may not know everything. There could be also many things inside the body that something's happening. The brain can produce own chemicals. It produces a lot of things. There's one chemical called dopamine and a lot of other chemicals to give you the relaxed feeling. So all that will come from the brain. When you have so much of stressed up, so many things inside, your body is full of acid, full of toxicity. How can they produce the hormones? The body cannot make these things. Okay, friends? So remember this. Now I'm coming to this part. Look at this part. No, you got the pineal gland, hypothalamus, you got a pituitary gland, and you got thyroid. You got so many things inside. Can you imagine? And many of us do not know these things. And ladies need to know all of these things because all of these brain shear cells give you all the required hormones for 28-day period. After 28 days period, you might get pregnant. And another thing starts all over again. Your mammary gland starts. You need to give the milk. People ask me questions, sir, I don't have enough milk, sir. What's happening? So many things. And then you have the ovaries. They have to produce and required organs. So many things happen. When the fetus must go out, ovulation will start. What starts the ovulation? And then must go up. The endometrium wall break. So much of bleeding. So much of blood is lost. So many things happen to a lady, my friend. Okay? So please, all the men also understand. Please understand what the lady goes through. The thymus gland and the spleen gland. Okay? Now this is how it happens. You got anterior pituitary gland and the posterior. They have got their own work to do. But you see, most time all coming from the anterior pituitary gland. So take the one, not only heal the pituitary gland, but also heal your anterior pituitary gland. There are 4 chakras here. One major chakra that you can divide into 4 halves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Upper anterior, lower anterior, upper posterior, lower. If very serious cases, you must go now and heal each and every part of them. Okay, you got to heal each and every part of them. Okay guys, and then from then on it has come to your thyroid. Like this, like the master gland. It tells all the other guys what to do. It tells the tongue, it tells the testes and the ovaries, it tells the mammary gland, it tells everything. Even the adipose nerves, it tells you now there's not enough sugar, fat becomes sugar. Pancreas go and now put out this enzyme called glycogen and convert all the fat back into sugar. We need the sugar now. This guy, he's starving, he's not eating. So now we're going to get all the fat. So all the fat people who want to burn the fat, heal the pituitary gland, heal the adrenal gland, and heal the pancreas to release this thing to start you burn more of the fat. You start burning the fat now. Okay? So like that. So like that. Next. Now ladies reproductive part. This is all here, my friends. You have the ovary, fallopian tube, you have the uterus, with the bladder. Now look, everything is together. They can all easily contaminate each other. Now so please understand, ladies, please understand, you have to be clean. There's one time a lady came and told me in the class, so whenever I go to the public toilet, I get infected. They bring me the public toilet. I say, madam, it's not the public toilet. It's the water in the public toilet. You will wash yourself with the water, and that water is coming from a tank. That tank will be full of something. Maybe there are also mosquitoes living in the water, the tank. It comes down. It's brown in color, and you wash the part. Can you how much of germs you put inside here? How much of contamination? A lot of things come inside. So public toilets are okay, but the water you use to wash them would be super, super negative. Even when you wash them, when you have an anus, all the water can go and wet this whole place. When you have a period, this place can become dirty. When you urine, this place can become dirty. So I told these ladies in India, take the mineral water and go and wash it. Fine, don't worry. Just wash with mineral water. It's fine, okay? Right, good. So next is the other part that happens. Now you have the endometrium wall. This wall will break and come out, and the endometriosis, if the sum of this thing will start here, and this will start to bleed during your time of your period. So heavy bleeding can happen, and this endometriosis can go to any part, inside and outside. Can be here, can be here, can be here. And what's exposed, a lot of arteries are coiled, arteries happen, and bleeding will happen, and takes long time to heal. We will talk about it in the ladies class, ladies. So how to heal of it more properly. Okay, it's just a normal basic class. In fact, I'm talking too much of it, Now, then become the ears. Okay, understand the ears. Outer ear, middle ear, and the inner ear. The sound must go to the eardrum. After eardrum, it goes inside. It goes to all the three bones. And then it goes to the cochlea. Then it goes to the larynx. This is the larynx, the circular canal. Now you got vertigo, you must heal this guy. And then finally, it goes to the auditory nerve. You're hearing sound in the ears, tinnitus. You start healing the ears, eardrum, 1 bone, 2 bone, 3 bone, and the cochlea. And ultimately, you must even heal the cochlea. It all depends. What? We have healed people, eardrum, the noise is fine. Sometimes we go right up to the auditory nerve. So start doing it. Go back in the YouTube, we have got all of these things. Now come to the nose. The nose is taking the air. Okay, sometimes we also got sinus cavities. Then we have also got olfactory nerves. It's the olfactory nerve. And the internal nerves, sometimes you cannot smell. Heal the olfactory nerve and become better. Heal the nose chakra and then goes inside. Okay? Next, you got the eyes. Yesterday somebody asked about color blind. Heal your optic nerve. Heal the retina. And then try. I'm not saying it's going to work. Try and see. Maybe there's a block there. Heal the optic nerve. Heal the retina. From here it goes and goes inside. Okay? Now, remember we sell you the glass, the pinhole glass. It works wonderful. We have got testament. After using it, they're not using glasses anymore. It helps you to increase because, let me explain to you. Let me bring the glass. Then I explain to you better at this time. Then you get a better picture of what's going on. Now, this is the pinhole glass. It's a pinhole glass. Now, what happens is, the light falls here, and sometimes because of the way we do things, the light is always falling on one side of the eyes, either falling here or falling here. Now, there's a thing called a blind spot. When something falls here, you will not see any image. It's called a blind spot. You can try it. You put a dot, and you slowly move your eyes, and the dot will go off because it's now falls on the blind spot. Even when driving the car, you will not see the car on this side. It's one point, it's called a blind spot. So what I do is I look like that and I see the car. So whenever I want to overtake the car, I will move this side and look at the mirror and I will see some car. So you got to be very careful when you're overtaking people. You're not overtaking, it's fine. So this is a blind spot. When it drops here, there is no image because there is no retina. The retina is not. It's now because the space is used by the optic nerve. Okay? Now, sometimes what happens is a lot of light will fall on one side. It always fall on one side. Fall. And that place gets used to it. It becomes less sensitive. Because too much of light is falling on the area. It becomes less sensitive. Because when somebody calling, we are moving the eyes. We are not moving the eyes. We are not looking like that. Are we looking like that? Are we looking like we're looking up? No. We always move the eyes. So the focus is always on one point. We're moving the eyes, looking here, looking here, looking here. Next time, you start looking down. Start looking up. Start looking here. Start looking here. You only see when you want to look at some girl, you look like that. Look at the girl. Because when you move the height, she knows she's looking at you. So like that, it's always falling. What this pinhole glass will do, it will take the image and make it fall on the other side of the eyes, which has not seen light at all. Suddenly, it becomes super clear. That is the pinhole glass. It's nothing but a pinhole glass. Because after some time, you go down there, they will tell you, oh, now the power has gone up. Now the power has gone up. And as time goes on, every year you do a checkup, the power is going up. Because the part where it falls down, it becomes lesser and lesser sensitive. You see, when I read something, it's fine. Now, when it's too dark, I can increase the light on my phone to see better. At the same time, when I see a paper, I can't read. But when I go to the bright sunlight, I can read perfectly okay. So the light sensitivity of the cells have come down. So we must change. So this pinhole glass will help you do that. Okay? Right. Next. Now the male reproductive side. The male has what we call as the bladder. It comes here. Now there's one very important thing. You got a cervical vesicle and the prostate gland. And then the testes. From the testes, the sperms will travel down here, go down here and come and meet the urethra. It meets the urethra and the urine will come through here and come out. So now during the time of having sex, what happens is these sperms will get excited. They come out, they will mix with this fluid and the fluid from the prostate gland and start coming out. Now what happens is sometimes you don't have the ability to have sex. because you're old, you don't have a partner or something like that, this thing keeps on coming. Where's the fluid going to drain? It cannot drain. And that time, the prostate can become cancerous, can be swollen. Even this can become swollen. Even just now, somebody called me up from Mumbai. He was saying the saint is crying in pain because this is all swollen now. It's all swollen. As a saint, you reject yourself from any sexual thoughts and any sexual feelings, and you do something like that, this all will be there. What do? You're screaming and crying. I remove all the negative energy. I start healing, and I tell him, ask the doctor to remove this, remove this. He need only to have urine. That's all. Okay, my friends? So remember, all the men in the class and all the wives, you must understand that the prostate gland can become infected with lots of things because the urine is also coming here. The urine can bypass or something like that can happen. And also, you can have a lot of fluid that's not able to come out. And this can happen, okay? If men want to know how to solve the problem, call me. I will help you out. I'll tell you what to do, okay? Next. Now, this is what it is. This is where it is. See, the bladder is coming down. The cervical fluid is coming down here, going down here. And then you have the prostate. All these are giving liquid so that this thing can work. And this can become cancer after some time, okay? Right. So men, I hope all men look at this, and all the wives who are married and not going to be married or going to be married, please understand this is the major problem for many, many men, okay? Prostate cancer, prostate gland, prostate infection, prostate enlargement. Okay? Right. Next. That part is finished now. So remember, today, it's 11:30. Before going there, let's come here. Let's come here and understand a little bit about the human body. I've got this chart. Here's something. I bought this book just for the chart. This book had the chart, so I brought it up to show you, okay? Now, we are all here now. So, let's go over the heart. The heart is pumping here. It pumps the blood through an aorta, and it goes up here, and it goes here. This one goes to the hands, and some of them will come to this leg, and come this leg, and also the carotid artery is going on this side of the head, and this is going on this side of the head. So now they come back on this side, they come back on this side. Some may mix, but usually not all the blood. They have their own system. The blood that goes here, come back here. The blood that goes here, come back here. Sometimes when they don't flow properly, you start having migraine on one side of the head because the blood flow is normal, not normal for some reason. So that's why they have migraine. So what you do now, you heal the jaw minor chakras on the side of the pain and becomes better. So like that, you have very intricate system. This is a gallbladder. This is large intestine going down and coming back. The small intestine. You have the bladder here, right here. Ladies, we got one extra thing called the uterus here and the ovaries, right at the bottom. So remember, it's all very constricted. That's why when you have too much of gas, you're pushing against all the organs. When the stomach is full of gas, it's pushing against the diaphragm, and the diaphragm is not pushing the heart. That's why you call heart burns. The heart is struggling. Okay, even the lungs, the diaphragm is here. You will not be able to breathe properly because you have too much of food. Then comes the liver. Then comes the gallbladder. Listen, guys, the pancreas is behind the lungs. Now, this is how they are. So, it's very important to understand ourselves. Just know where the organs are and you'll be able to heal. Now, this is the back. This is the back side. The back side. Your kidneys are here. Your kidneys are at the back, here, not in front. Yeah, of course, you can see here, but it's at the back. Now the kidney is surrounded by all the small intestine, large intestine. See where the large intestine is. Now this is all the nervous system. The nervous system and the lymphatic system and the muscular system. Then we have the brain. So imagine how many bones we have. We got 7 cervical bones, C1, C2, C3, 7. And then got 12 T-bone. And then finally you come the lumbar. You got 5 lumbar. You got the S1 and S2. We call it tailbone. First tailbone, second tailbone. Okay. So remember, all these joints that we have, all the joints can be affected by the uric acid. Okay, uric acid is going to stay there and start eating up all the bones. All the lime that you eat, all the pickles you eat, all the sour dosa, all the fermented food, they're all acidic. They will go inside and start eating all of these bones. Because that's the only way to neutralize the acid in our body. The bones have got calcium carbonate, calcium bicarbonate. These are the points how we will start to neutralize the acid. So remember, all the joints will start to pain because now your body is full of acidity. When I go to India, every Mr. Sir, my whole morning, Monday, that means from the bottom of my leg, right up the head is pain. Go back home and change your food. We got many testimonials in 6 months. People have left all the dal, left all the dosa, left all the sour milk, buttermilk. They've left everything and they've become, drink the milk. Why you want to drink all the sour milk and say yogurt and put all kind of names? There's enough bacteria in your body, my friend. Enough lah. Why must be probiotic? Probiotic. There's enough probiotic in your body. Sometimes this probiotic will go and start eating and give you all the acid in your body because the byproduct of acid food is fermented food and bad food and acid food. Okay? So now remember this. Don't simply starting all kind of stuff in the name of probiotic. Okay? So thank you very much. You all understand what I'm talking about? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now, today, we know about all that we have in our body. Now, we can also now go and find out through many scientific ways of find out what's happening inside the body. X-ray. You take a picture, you will know the lungs are all infected by some kind of a thing, dark spots everywhere. You can find things, MRI scans, you find dark spots everywhere, the color is different, something is wrong. CAT scan, CT scan, ultrasound, endoscope. You can find things and then you can prepare how to heal this thing, how to do medical to heal. You will do the same thing we can also do with the healing wand. With the healing wand, you can find out what you have. In the advanced sensing class, we'll teach you to find out you got how many fibroids, endometrium wall, everything you can find out just with the wand, my friends. Okay, please understand. The wand, where's the answer coming from? From your soul. Your mind says, nah, I'm fine, I'm good. Your soul will tell you, hey, idiot, you know how much the problem I have inside. Stop this nonsense, okay? Go and get treated. So like that, the soul is telling. The mind is the one blocking all of these things, okay? Good, thank you. So now, remember this. The human body, now I'm coming to the other part that tells you about the other part. Okay, ma? Off it first. Wait, we're going to off this now, okay? We're going to start again. It's going to be module 5. I don't want to complicate things. I want to stop this and start this all physical body. Now we're going to start the non-physical body, how the whole healing happens on Prana Violet Healing. Okay? So, thank you very much guys. Stay tuned. See you again in less than 5 minutes.